Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
This guy, Marco Reus, is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop in.
Can he finish? Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Botafogo with the corner. They're first. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Koeman can clear it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Cruyff. That has been cut short. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Yeah, that pass has been well intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's running for a chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The first significant strike. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Cruyff, that's a good ball. That's been cut out, well played. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And now the breakaway. Now it's Pelé, and once more he proves rigid and robust. Oh, nicely intercepted. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Cruyff. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Botafogo are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. No, that was never going to make it. Reus is always scanning the pitch for target. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's Aguero! There was plenty of power on that. It's their second corner of the game. Zanetti attempts a clearance. Oh, it's come loose. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's got away. Tries to thread one through. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gerrard. Royce. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Almost half an hour in now. Searching pass he's played there. Tries to get it clear. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Yamal. Applies the finish! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And it's Cruyff. Oh, no joy this time. Chouameni. Cruyff. Driving forward. Now it's Pelé. Elise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Cruyff! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
That's a sharp pass. It's a goal kick. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Serginho. For Royce. Elise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. It's a throw-in. Rijkaard gets it away. Somewhat off target, and it's Kimmich. Rijkaard gets it clear.
Kimmich really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And this is Cruyff. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. That's an excellent interception. Aguero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substituição em andamento.
So once again, we're underway. Marcelo.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Threads one in. Koeman promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's been played through. Now it's come to nothing. Alaba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Can he finish? Oh, crossbar! And that should get the job done. Tries one from range! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Alaba probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And he's picked out the run. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Pele. Olise proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Royce. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gerrard makes a dash for it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that is well cleared. Pirlo. Olise. That looks a cracking ball. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Tries to pass it through. And he's gone looking for safety. Koeman. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's in on goal. And he's there to get it away. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that looks a decent ball. Royce. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Dani Olmo. Alaba. Traoré. Mbappe. Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quality ball. he's being shifted off it.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now he's got space here. Koeman kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Olmo. Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, easy pickings there. That's good running with the ball. Looking for the run. Mbappe. Dani Olmo. Aims beyond the defence. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Goes for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Lamine Yamal fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Can he get it through? That's been slipped through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Now, can they get him away? Taken back almost at once. Gerrard. Cruyff. This. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Pelé claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. This venue, located here in Villa Belmiro, is modest, but whatever it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in character. Things already rolling. Shot, surely! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Milan are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. Oh, great leap! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Getting up there! And he's there to get it away. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Cruyff, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he get on the end of this? And he was quick to react. And claimed it back swiftly. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. This looks promising. He's looking wide. Pinches it off him. Seedorf. Pirlo. Maldini calmly anticipates. Kaká going after that. Pirlo. And it's Zanetti. Schlotterbeck. Modric.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cafu simply refused to be outdone there.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's a key interception. Gerrard tries to pass it through. And back to the keeper they go. Gattuso. And he's got away from him. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. Kaká puts a cross in. Tries to get it clear. Stoichkov. Not the most convincing of passes. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Half an hour played now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a searching pass. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Modric.
Ronaldinho!
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good effort! That's a decent clearance.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through. Ronaldinho. Shevchenko receives it in a good position here. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Seedorf. Now it's Shevchenko. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Stoichkov. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Botafogo coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Botafogo with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0.
Substituição no time do Milan. Camisa 14.
So we're underway for the second half.
Substituído pelo jogador.
Botafogo currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Shevchenko is herring after that one. Stoichkov. Pele. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Pelé. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Ronaldinho. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to belt it away. Rijkaard. Koeman.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 9.542
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pelé is onto this, looking for options for movement. Gattuso. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Koeman with a definite foul there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substituição no time do Milan.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Sai para a entrada do
Off target
jogador,
by a whisker.
camisa 11. Teremos uma substituição.
Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Neymar. This is a promising build-up. Royce unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. That's a shade optimistic. It's a pretty loose pass. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Terrific effort! He will be livid with himself. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now the cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That is good alertness. Now it's Pele, now it's Puskás, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Right card. And it's Royce. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Not the most accurate pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's cut it out. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and...
Oh, great leap! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Rui Costa with the short one.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
This guy, Marco Reus, is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop in to that number 10 position, offering support to his teammates. He's just constantly on the move, creating space, keeping defenders occupied, dragging people all over the place.
It's quite impressive, actually, isn't it? The workload he is willing to take on, when you consider that he is the team's main creative force, the goal threat too.
Yeah, but he can do it all. He's that good.
Olise. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise.
Chance! Yamal. And the counter is on. Now it's Pele. It's Pele! And again! Goal! Botafogo! And there is your opener. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than... Shoot! And no mistake! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We're looking at a different... And Royce! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Royce clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, good climb! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No way through. And it's Gerrard. Shapes to shoot! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
No, that was never going to make it. And it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, cracking ball. Chance! Goal! Botafogo! And they're back in front. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Botafogo with the lead. Tries to play it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Gerrard. Juve. Pirlo, a player of legendary status. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, super ball! Can he finish? Oh, good finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Botafogo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. Now, can they get him away? Yamal. Cruyff running with the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's made its way to him. Khan is there to clear. And they're back on the ball again.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Gerrard. Juve. He is through. Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away. And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. And that is all they have time for. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Botafogo up by the odd goal in a 5-goal thriller. The score at the interval, 3-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. No, that's been intercepted. Koeman spots it and intercepts. Alaba. Royce is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with...
Oh, what has happened here? Now there's... Can he finish? Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. And this is getting better and better. Stylish in the extreme. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, a gilt-edged chance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a pretty loose pass.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Gerrard. Bullish header! It's hit the crossbar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're quick to get it back. Cruyff did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's Rui Costa. And they've got a throw. Albert Ferrer. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Look at the space here, and he shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bellingham. Short changes him with that pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Royce. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's going for goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So now the difference is 3. Oh, nicely intercepted. Yamal. And he was quick to react. Olise. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Royce.
Well, that was well positioned, and
Here's a chance! It's a loose ball. Chiellini. Rijkaard. Serginho gets over and intercepts. Yamal. And it's Cruyff. Ah, that's a fine interception. Chiellini. Now it's Yamal. Yamal stood his ground strongly. He's got away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Rui Costa!
can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Always onto this. Picked out brilliant. Pele! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture book goal.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Botafogo are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's it. Botafogo pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Pele, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
This guy, Marco Reus, is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop into that number 10 position, offering support to his teammates. He's just constantly on the move, creating space, keeping defenders occupied, dragging people all over the place.
It's quite impressive, actually, isn't it, the workload he is willing to take on, when you consider that he is the team's main creative force, the goal threat, too.
Yeah, but he can do it all. He's that good.
It's Rooney! Oh, it's come loose. Koeman. Zanetti. Osimhen. Now it's Rooney. And the through ball. Chance for a shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Botafogo really could have done without this. So perhaps now the breakthrough. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Rooney. Pele. Pirlo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has not gone well. Now it's Pele. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pirlo, a player of legendary status. Olise. Oh, what a mistake! Now it's Pele. He's had it taken off him. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Koeman has given away a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
And it's Maldini. Shot, surely! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The first significant strike. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Camisa 21.
Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will...
Pele! They want to be quick to recover this. Bellingham. And this is Pele! Osimhen. Now it's Rooney. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And here's Cruyff. Looking to play him in. Schmeichel claims comfortable. Koeman promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for options for movement.
Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Messi going after that. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Royce. And that's been intercepted. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. And a chance! And he can thump it away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Osimhen finding himself in space. Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
And it's made its way to... Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Botafogo really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pirlo. Cruyff wants to run onto this. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Skriniar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Koeman. Zanetti. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
informações. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 3. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 2.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Good ball, good take. Botafogo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very close. Shot a goal!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rooney actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. A header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Cruyff. Some resolute defending there. Well timed, excellent interception. And he skips past his man. Shot could... And the shot! And it's come back out to him. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. And he's decided to go for it. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, if they hope to have any chance...
And the keeper's given it away. Elise under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Where it came from. Defending of the desperate variety. Tries from a long way out. And that is doing no harm at all.
Botafogo are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Maldini with the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the he'll try for distance! And he's heaved it away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi looking to add to his goal. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, that was vital. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Pele. It's Pele!
Teremos uma substituição.
He has a look up. Pirlo! And yes, it's there! And that really is so impressive. Botafogo may be down, but not out just yet. Olise. And it's Cruyff. And the ball's gone astray. Oh, can he get onto this? Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a sweeping cross. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a sharp pass. And he's had it nicked away. Botafogo can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Olise. Romero, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be...
Applies the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Botafogo are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Schmeichel gets it away. And that's a throw. Olise, can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a threatening ball. And he's there to get it away. And he's there to retrieve it.
Foram indicados 2 minutos
Now it's
de
Tele.
acréscimo.
Rummenigge is herring after that one. Rooney. Can he get on the end of this? Great challenge, time to perfection. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Botafogo desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.